I want to say thank you to everybody who decided to watch this video. And I want to send a special shout out to my patrons and Twitch subscribers. You guys help me make this channel better. And I want to say, enjoy the show. So, as you guys know, I do a lot more videos for like red pill content and all that other good shit. And we're actually going to be working on like yeah, let's do a video. This is a video that I came across, and of course it's one of these red pill guys that lets us know what men need to stop doing. And oh my god, this is crazy, but let's see what he's talking about, shall we? Let me make sure the sound is put through. Oh yeah, here we go.
So in this video, I've got...
Let's go.
Got a DM. All right, what's up, my brothers? So in this video, I've got a DM here from a guy that read my book, and he's looking for some clarity around spinning plates, which is essentially a concept of dating, which gets you a lot better results, less chance of having an unhealthy relationship with one woman. And
so this may actually be interesting. A red pill guy that's promoting the benefits of having a relationship with more than one woman, or not putting your eggs all in the same basket. This may actually be interesting. I may want to see how this works out. He's wrote a book about it. Is he fully embracing the benefits and egalitarianism of being poly? Let's see.
of course, offer some contrast. So for those of you out there looking for a wife or mother stock or a girlfriend, you know, there's some compare and contrast. So he says...
Wait, did he just say wife or mother stock or girlfriend? Like, wait, what? Wait, what? No. Okay, let's go.
So he says, I hope all is well. I have a quick question about your book. Why do alpha men have to hide the fact that they're spinning plates with women? I grew up in a Baptist home and a Roman Catholic school environment, but...
He said spinning plates. Okay, he says spinning plates. Okay. Now, not splitting plates, spinning plates. Okay, let's go.
I am not against premarital sex and contraception. That's interesting. You mentioned that...
Wait, if you're having premarital sex, isn't it okay to have contraception? I'm so confused. All right, let's go. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. And let me just speed him up just a little bit.
Is information I shouldn't volunteer, but if I have to hide it, then I probably shouldn't be doing it. What are your thoughts, and can you elaborate on the context? So I can do that, and I'm going to offer you some of my own personal experience and how I have used spinning plates in the past, and how I recommend guys use it to get the sort of results that get them a lot more out of life. Like, as my book states, it's essentially what gets you unplugged from society's comforting lies, and basically ideas that don't serve you, which get you crap results. The big problem most guys have when it comes to dating is they go in too far, too quick, too fast with one woman.
Right, you shouldn't do this. You shouldn't just say, oh, we need to do this. It's the relationship escalated. No, like, and I'm not saying take your time if both parties aren't agreeing with it, and I'm not saying that you should be dishonest, but a lot of people's problem is they hyper-focus on the one person, and it's like, oh, I really like this person, so it needs to be this, and it needs to be this, and this, and yeah, that's a problem. Definitely a problem. All right. Oh, okay. Let's go.
Like your average Joe that's sort of plugged into society's convention and all the lies will, you know, go out with a girl or download a dating app. They'll get a match. She expresses some interest, and then they just go all in on that one girl. It's like within a week or two, and then their next step is maybe a few weeks after that, they start going on to these online forums and groups or Reddits or Facebook men's groups or whatever, the masculinity dude sort of thing, and they're all, oh, you know, I met this girl and she's really hot and we had a good couple of dates and blah, blah, blah. And, but, you know, insert problem. And it's something along the lines of, she's not responding to me, she doesn't, you know, she doesn't want to see me again, or she's ghosted him, you know, perhaps. Something like that. And then this plugged in guy is looking for the feedback.
This is really, really strange because this sounds like great dating advice. I'm I'm confused. Like maybe I misjudged this as a red pill anything, and it shouldn't be because it's actually great dating advice. It's not never it's don't put everything in one basket. It's wow, this is actually maybe great dating advice. Wow. Hold on, guys. Oh shit. The slime is coming. Oh. 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 No! Alright, let's go.
Generally speaking, of an entire audience of a bunch of other plugged-in guys to help him get clarity. Now, this guy has an advantage because he's read my book. If you haven't read my book, it's pinned below in the top comment. But the idea of spinning plates is essentially to get you to a place where you live in a mindset of abundance. And all that spinning plates means is you date multiple women simultaneously in a non-monogamous fashion. Interesting that this dude over here seems to have a...
Okay, that's not bad. Like I don't get why people that's not bad as long as you're being honest. If they require for you to be with them, and say if you want to have a physical relationship, like be honest about the shit and let them decide. That doesn't sound bad at all. I'm just like it's just non-monogamous dating. It's okay. The problem comes when you're lying about it, but who am I to say, right? Who am I to say?
problem with it, given his like cultural connections or even his religious, convictions. He's got religious convictions on one side, then it's like, his religion or his book of law says you can't do this, that, and the other thing, but he says, I'm this person, but I'm going to opt out from their rules, i.e., contraception or premarital sex. But that's how guys, love to complicate their lives and then sort of justify why they do it.
Wait,
so
what?
He thinks that you need to be deceptive.
Wait, what? No, 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 no. I'm one to say fuck the rules. As long as I'm not hurting anybody, like okay, I'm sorry. Okay, okay. Maybe I misunderstood. Is he saying that this guy should like, complicating his life is saying that you should forego sex or like what's the? I'm kind of confused because maybe I'm not understanding exactly what he's saying about it. Before it seems like I've been pausing Andy. It just seems like he's saying that if you're gonna be spinning plates, then you should actually be not using contraception. I don't get that part. I really think that you should be if you're being intimate with multiple people or you've been intimate and you don't want to have like the responsibility of a child, you should actually be using contraceptives. Like that's the thing. That's the thing that should like you should naturally want to do because you know having kids can actually cause all types of issues where some people just don't want to actually have to deal with at just when they want to date and have fun. That's that's the thing that happens. But let's go.
And he's asking about volunteering the information, and it's neither or. And I thought I made that clear enough in the book. I'm not sure if it was glossed over when he was going through it in that section, but I'll explain it to you a little bit more. Essentially, you date, you see the girl, and you see other girls at the same time. You don't owe her an explanation. She's not your wife. You haven't made a lifelong commitment to her or anything like that. She hasn't sat you down and said, "Hey, Rich, where do we stand? I dig your vibe."
You volunteer the information up front. That's just what happens. You like, hey, as long as we don't set rules, you can date, I can date. It's you just be upfront with them, right? right?
I'd like to see where this goes. Can we be exclusive? Blah, blah, blah. That conversation hasn't happened. You're just dating, okay? And it's totally fine when you're just dating to see several women simultaneously to see which ones are the better ones from the worst ones. That's essentially the entire point of it,
Yeah.
is to allow you to compare and contrast. When I went out and bought this car, I didn't go out and drive just this one car and think to myself, all right, that's it. I'm going to settle on this, no more.
Why do so many of these red pill motherfuckers equate women to cars? No, they're not cars. I'm sure you can get inside of them and it's a great ride, but they're not cars. Women are not cars. All right, let's go.
Does that? Guys will spend more time researching, test driving, comparing and contrasting fuel economy, performance numbers, going onto forums and reading, about cars than the amount of thought they'll put into considering a woman, dealing with her on a longer term basis, either as a girlfriend or even worse, making her the mother of your kids. Guys ruin their lives by.
Wait, what? What? Okay, like, I don't know. It's just like, I guess I've had like so many conversations with women that I've dated and things of that nature that it's just more or less down the lines of like, um, I've been very open and honest about not wanting any more kids myself. Um, but I just never just think like, I think a lot of these guys think, hey, if I date a woman, if I, consistently with a woman, that means I get sex whenever I want to. And like you'll hear this from a lot of these guys who believe in the red pill ideology, that they just think like, well, if I just get the one girl that loves me, and she will never turn me down at all for no reason at all from sex. And it's just like, dog, y'all thinking wrong. Y'all thinking completely wrong about how it goes down with relationships. But, far be it from somebody who actually was in a long-term relationship for a decade and a half, tell some of these guys about what they should actually experience. Right? Right? Oh, shit. Whew. Oh, did I make it? Oh, shit. Qualified. But let's go.
By just going hook, line, and sinker all in on one. And you can't do that. That's the point of spinning plates, is it allows you the flexibility to compare and contrast what you're dealing with, one. And two, the other major benefit is it's nearly impossible to form an unhealthy connection to one woman where you pine for her constantly if you've got others in rotation that you're dating simultaneously. This is something that you definitely want to do early on. It doesn't matter if you're a 20-something guy, a 30-something guy, you just got divorced, whatever it happens to be, it's the ideal way to date. And believe it or not, this is one of the tools out of women's toolbox. Women are natural plate spinners.
Wait,
in
what?
their biology.
What the fuck? Wait. You said women are natural plate spinners. Oh my god. This is just like, you think less of women? Here, buy my book. Oh god. Oh god. Alright, let's go.
Because they're hypergamous, to want to mate select the best guy that they can possibly get. It would have spelled certain disaster for women 1,000 years ago when, they had to select a mate or somebody to have kids with, and if they picked a total loser, then that would have been a bad thing. It could have spelled, certain death for her and her children, right, if she picked the wrong guys. So there's a reason why women are hypergamous. It's a feature, it's not a bug of female nature. A lot of guys get pissed off. They're like, oh, she's never going to truly love you, and blah, 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 and they start.
Wait, oh god. Okay, so yeah, women. The only reason why you choose specifically, you play around, is because you're looking for the best man to have kids with, because his DNA is gonna be the best, and yeah, he's gonna take care of you and tell you what to do. With you being 14 and like a child bride because your father wanted to marry you off to because they didn't want to feed you anymore, like type shit. Like this is how this shit sounds, like for real. Like wow, okay. Like yo, she don't choose like 1,000 years ago. She choose the wrong person. No, 1,000 years ago, their father married them off because they didn't want to have to keep feeding them. Like the fuck. Okay. Oh God. Oh shit, I made it through. But let's go.
Start whining and complaining, it's like, bitch, shut up. Okay? Women will select and pair bond with the best guy they can possibly get. Now, there's some exceptions to that rule, and I talk about that in a lot of depth in my book, i.e., for example, she's got like a very large notch count. She slept with 100 guys. It's next to impossible for her to form a healthy pair bond to a guy, right? So that's, one example where there are exceptions. These aren't hard and fast cookie cutter, like in the box rules. There are.
What is this pair bonding shit? Like, these guys bug the fuck out of me with this pair bonding shit. Like, why do you think women are just naturally gonna like, oh, if she had a high body count, she's not gonna pair bond with you? Meaning that she's had better? Is that what it is? Is that what your problem is? She's had better. So she's not gonna be satisfied with my penis because she's had better. Like the fuck? That's how these guys sound. Alright, but let's go.
Are some other things that you need to consider, which I covered in my book. So when I was dating, for example, I was spinning plates, right? Like my girlfriend today is not the one. I didn't just meet him like, that's it. This is going to be, Ms. Entrepreneurs and Cars. Like I'm going to pick her and just date her and that's it. And realistically, she probably wasn't just seeing me. See, the thing that guys like really struggle with, and I don't know why, it's silly to me, today now that I've unplugged, but I understand it. I mean, I was there at one point too, is that women aren't just talking to one guy. They have this like preconceived notion that, they get her number, they start swapping texts, maybe they go out for a date or two, and then they think that they're the only ones that she's talking to. Like, are you new here? Like, were you born last night? Come on, give me a break. Women are never single. They've all.
See, this is the shit that I'm talking about. This is the reason why I say it's like they don't have motherfucking empathy for other people. Like, just because a woman is talking to a guy doesn't mean she has interest in seeing him. They sometimes want to be friends with guys. Like, I have female friends that we haven't slept together, but we cool. Like, that's a thing that happens. Like, I don't get that. Like, it's just really weird because, in other words, they just like what men put as emotional weight and energy into a woman, they think that women do the same things. Not all the time. Somebody that a woman talks to, she's even physically intimate with or emotionally intimate with, but they think that she is because they project what they want, what they feel for a woman, and they project what they feel for what a woman feels, and that's just stupid. And it's just like just thinking that like some kind of way that these women are just hyper playing with men, and that's just dumb. Like not everybody does that. I mean, if you feel that it's that whole thing of let me just be more clear. It's that whole thing of because I'm doing it and I want to do it, then everybody else will do it. It's the whole idea that like it's the thing that billionaires do. It's like if they were a billionaire, they would treat people like this too. No, dog. Not everybody's like that. Not everybody does everything that you think that they should actually do. Sometimes people can be better than what you expect them to be. But let's continue.
Always got something going on in their lives, whether it's multiple guys are talking to on dating apps, because when women are on dating apps, they get a ton of matches. They get way more matches than guys. They have far more opportunities. Let's just put it that way.
Because it's more guys on dating apps. Like it's just more guys on dating apps. That's it. Not that for some reason no, it's just more guys on dating apps. And guys' standards, right or wrong, are just lower. Should they be higher? Yes. But yeah, it's because this is more guys on dating apps. It's not a 50-50 mix of men and women on dating apps. It's more guys on dating apps. But let's continue.
that way. If you don't believe me, ask one of your, friends, sisters, or a cousin, that's a woman, or a woman, that's a friend in your circle, for example, and take a look at their dating apps and ask them how many matches they get. Even basic look at, like, average, like fives, will, download an app, upload a couple of shitty pictures, taken in front of mirror selfies, and they'll get not even dozens, but hundreds, and in some cases, thousands of matches, okay? Get that stuff through your head. Women are not just talking to you. On a balance of probabilities, all women, and this is what you have to understand, are talking to other guys. I'm saying plural, guys, not guy. It could be guys that they're talking to, that they're dating multiple guys. Some are in, friends with benefits type of relationships. Some are in relationships. Some are even married. If you're on dating apps long enough, you will come across married women, okay? Women are not single. You're poaching them from another guy when you're talking to them, believe it or not.
Wait, this is so stupid because this is dumb. This is really, really dumb because they really think that women just are never single. Like, that's so fucking dumb. That is so dumb because the only thing that they think is that, oh yeah, women, they're just evil and they're just trying to get men. I just, like, it's so fucking stupid. It's so fucking stupid. I just can't understand that. It's like they believe that women just are out to just somehow trick men, and it's just like it's so fucking dumb. It is so fucking dumb. But let's go.
So the notion of spinning plates is a healthy notion that allows you to put yourself first, mental point of origin, so that you can get the better results that you're looking for in life that will get you to where you want to be, for example. Now, how do you do that? You don't openly declare, yo, I can't see you on Friday night because Nancy's coming over, right? It's, you're dating this girl. Let's say it's Monday morning. She's packing up her stuff and she's like, I want to see you Friday night. You're not like, oh, I can't see you because I got Nancy coming over. Like, it's not that level of transparency, okay? It's communicated to her by way of your availability in your schedule, what you got going on in your life. A lot of the times, women will, when they like a guy, they'll also creep them a lot, right? And all I mean by that is, they meet a guy that they dig, they're dating for a little bit, they're still Googling your name, they'll follow you on social media, they'll see who likes you on social media, and they'll click through their profiles.
Wait,
and,
what?
they'll see an attractive woman that's around the same age as them, and there might be like a little emoji that might trigger some thought in their head that, this guy is probably dating this girl.
Wait, what? Wait, what? Did he just say what I thought he said? Did he just say that a woman will be Googling you? How? Wait, what? How? Really? That's really, really weird. If you think that you are, like, I've never, okay, so I haven't had any, like, okay, I've talked to women that I've gotten on the Facebook dating app, and, like, we matched and shit like that, but, like, the whole, like, it Googling me, like, the fuck, alright, I guess, I mean, like, maybe they can subscribe to my YouTube channel, but let's go, shit.
Perhaps as well, maybe, I don't know. That's called competition anxiety. That's a good thing. You want to caffeinate the hamster in her head so that she believes, so that she thinks that you're a man that is in demand of other women. See, women don't want to be with a guy that nobody wants. They want to be with a giant. They want to be with a guy that other men want to be and other women want to fuck.
That's a really fucked up ass way of looking at shit. I'm sorry, I don't know. I've never valued a woman by how she how other guys wanted to fuck her. Like, I've never understood that particular part of it, that aspect of things. It just doesn't make any sense to me. But, maybe some guys feel that way about things. So, I don't know. It's just one of those things where it's just like, I don't understand that. I will never judge the person that I want to be with by how excited they make somebody else. Maybe, I don't know. But I guess, weird shit, right?
That's what women want. So, you don't overtly state, can't see you on this date because I have another date. Or, by the way, I'm seeing other women, especially early on. You don't.
Oh, no, I'm going out with a friend, hanging out with a friend. And, like, they're off put by that, but it's just like, I told you up front that I date multiple women at once. Unless you're going to give me my physical relationship. Yeah. And it's not even an ultimatum. I don't want to say it's an ultimatum. It's more of less of like, oh yeah, you you understand what I like, and I understand what you're like, and I get that you may be different from your expectation, may be different from what I expect. So yeah, and it's actually pretty weird. But yeah, let's go.
You don't need to have any kind of conversation about exclusivity, what you're doing with your time, who you spend it with, what you do with who you spend it with. Again, she's not your wife. You haven't declared monogamy to her. You haven't, had the talk like, where do we stand, Rich? I want to see you on a more permanent basis. Are you seeing anybody else? I don't want to share you. She hasn't brought up those conversations yet. You don't need to have that talk. So the point of spinning the plates, again, clearly is to offer guys an opportunity to get far better results with women and compare and contrast other options that are out there so that you can definitely pick a far better mate for your needs. And your needs will be different from my needs from the next guy's needs, right? Your needs are what they are.
All right, so I'm done with this guy. Like, he's really, really weird. It's just funny where it's just like the whole thing about that women are just they're scheming and plotting, and not always on purpose. They just scheme and plot to actually have multiple men, and it's just like just the way things are because reasons. And gosh, you need to do the same thing. Look, non-monogamy is not for everybody. Some people just can't handle it, and I get it, but to promote it as in the only way you can get the woman to be the mother of your children is stupid. It only sees women as a means to an end of reproducing yourself for the next generation, where some of these motherfuckers, their family line should have ended with their father. I'm sorry. Anyway, like, share, subscribe, and all that other good shit, and cut this video segment here.
If I gave myself the power